Heyo.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout. It's not summer.
It feels like it sometimes.
I'm currently wearing a comfy and a blanket over my lap because I am sleepy. I'm a sleepy girl. Let's say hi to chat. Is the timer not playing? Or have you not hit play?
It is not. There we go.
Alright. Jessica, hi. Hello. I'm mostly chilling and playing games right now, but I'm gonna try and work my plot ID. Nice. What games were you playing while you waited for us to begin? Hi, RP. I went to my economics class this morning and did not pay attention as much I probably should have, but I did pay attention somewhat. It's just, I feel like the time change is hitting really hard. I talked to one of my friends about this, and she agrees, and she doesn't usually get hit by time changes very much because she's a abnormality, aka a morning person. And she had heard other people talking about how the time change this time hit them real hard. So I don't know. Have you guys been feeling that at all? Because I definitely feel like I have. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, RP is joining from work, so not doing writing, but am doing farm stuff. And Sam, I adjusted my screen setup so I can't control comments.
Oh, okay.
I'm streaming as from my couch because I don't want to sit in my desk chair. So I'm streaming from my laptop. Yeah, I need a new chair.
We need a Save CB's Butt Fund.
Yeah, my magnificent.
Donate at her Coffee Ko-fi down below.
Yeah. In my link tree. But I so I'm streaming from the couch, slightly tempted to take a nap, but I won't. And
work on our WIPs today, not our
screen. My screen is comparatively much smaller because my monitor on my desktop very big, my laptop not very big. So yeah. But it's fine.
Cat is about to be rather displeased with me. Because I'll have my laptop.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Artemis.
That makes more sense. Storm is currently.
Her name is she singing up.
Storm's laying on the bed, just glaring at me like between the slats of wood, like. So, might get murdered, but it's fine. Mimi says hi and won't be able to stay the entire time because she has a doctor's appointment. Totally cool.
So if your doctor's appointment goes well.
As long as you can. Although obviously you should value spending time with the two of us more than your own health. I mean, come on. Ugh.
But also, let us know how your doctor's appointment goes.
Yes.
In our group chat.
Private chats.
Not necessarily
medical information on stream.
I mean, you are welcome to let chat know if you are so inclined, but you do not.
Actually, you're not allowed to tell anyone except us. RP says we need to save everyone's butt fun, so no one's butt is hurt in crappy chairs anymore. I agree. Yeah, Mimi. Wait, no, Mimi, that's bad. Oh, you're breaking up with that doctor? Oof.
Oh.
It's not you, it's them.
We hope the breakup goes smoothly.
Yes. There are like provided office chairs at our college, but they're like kind of like sitting on a little rock.
The Save Sam's Butt Fund has been tremendously successful. This chair is just great.
Yeah. I kind of want to get the same chair. The problem is, okay, so the chair I got during COVID because I was spending so much time on computer writing, like in class.
Like my only mild issue is the lumbar support. I don't know if I just don't use it right or what, but it just keeps falling in the crack in the chair. But that could also just because maybe I just don't use it right.
User error.
Yeah.
But so I did like a bunch of research into chairs. I ended up getting a gaming chair, like a fucking nerd. I'm joking, but also not. I didn't need to get a gaming chair, but whatever. I got one, and then my dad and my brothers, I think, both got matching ones. Oh, right, because this is my channel. Actually, that makes... Oh, I should probably change my name from Ignore Me. That's
Yeah.
from the when I hopped in on Sam's Monday stream. I was like lurking backstage so I could be live.
I 100% thought you were Fox at first. I was like, Fox, are you backstage? He's like, no.
But the chair, it lasted me well for 4 or 5 years. But it's been
That's pretty good
transported
life for
back
a
and
chair.
forth through so many colleges, like
That poor
dorm
chair.
rooms and such. So, all right, now is the time to get writing. We will talk about what we're working on after the sprint. Good
Very,
luck.
very quickly on WIP Wednesday, we are supposed to work on our WIPs or homework only. But chat can do whatever they want. So
Yeah.
go forth, chat. Be free. Hey yo, it's break time.
Yo. So I only ended up writing like 30 words.
I got half a page. I got down half a page, which
Editing?
revising. Oh, it's my child's school.
My hands are so cold. Ugh. We had some people show up during that sprint. I waved, but I want to say hi to everyone. Everyone's saying hi. Jessica goes, I've been in pain in the shoulder injury. My brain is fried because I'm still on burnout. So I'm going to call it here and go back to your Stardew farm. So valid. Sam, I cannot hear you. Oh, you're on a phone call, aren't you? Sam saying hi to everyone. People saying hi to each other. Let's put up.
Yeah, I have 10 pages. I was wrong. I thought I had 13 pages. I have about, 11 because we've got to count the page I'm on. I have 11 pages to revise. I did about half a page, which I think is really good considering how unfocused I was. And then I spent time fretting and anxious over whether I should order myself a treat.
I did the same thing, except I ended up not getting myself a treat. But I got some juice from my fridge, and I took another dose of my meds. I'm supposed to take multiple doses a day, or I can. It's kind of a choice. So I did that, and then I looked at my script, and I was like, the script is not scripting. I've just worked on it a lot the past like 4 days. And I don't want to work on it right now.
You switched your novel?
Yeah, I did switch my novel. So I went to my novel, I read through some of the outline, was like, oh yeah, I like this project. Not that I don't like the script, but
you just need a break from it. You've been like very steadily working on it.
Yeah, it's at 35 pages. And so I switched that and looked at the outline, but like last time I was working on it, I was like updating the outline, but the outline's pretty good. So I just opened up the document and started going in and editing it, because I know when I was first writing it, a lot of it I was copying and pasting from my script that I'd written for the same story. So it's a little rough.
That you've written.
The first line, I'm like, that is a horribly written like sentence, whatever, and I just start typing it in. So that loosened it up.
No,
my brain. This is happening. Okay.
Embrace your animal. It's fine.
Yeah. Mimi goes 35 pages is great. Thank you. Obviously not that spread. I mean 35 pages for the script overall. Needs to be minimum of 90, maximum of 120 by May 14th. And she talked about revisions yesterday. She was like telling us about how to do revisions basically, which I'm pretty much know. And she was like, yeah, I want you guys to do like multiple rounds of revisions. And I'm like, it's a 1 semester long project. Like,
you're like, man, I have other schoolwork.
And she wasn't using the term beta readers, but she was like, you should have like beta readers. And I'm like, ma'am, you know how hard it is to organize people to read shit? So hard. So anyways, if anyone wants to be like a beta reader or an alpha reader rather, because it'll be like the 0 draft of my novel, or not novel, movie, let me know. And it's a script format, so it's kind of weird. But Rowan, I know, has already mentioned wanting to be one of the readers. But Rowan is the main character is also named Rowan. I think that gives them small bits of joy. So yeah, that is where I am, what I am doing. It's just like really tired today, and I don't know why, but generally I am I bet that literally every stream I'm like, I'm just really tired today.
it's life. Also, I'm sure CB addressed this, but I was on the phone. So I hope that you heal well and that you feel better. Oh, Stardew! I am very excited. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. No? The 14th. The 14th, we will be starting our Stardew farm in the server.
Okay.
I'm
am considering buying. I have one of those Nintendo game vouchers that I bought when I bought Tears of the Kingdom, so I have an extra one.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of buying Animal Crossing, but I don't know if that's actually something that would entertain me. Because like I don't play Stardew unless I'm playing with other people.
Does it have a free download?
I don't know.
A lot of thank you. Yes, a free demo.
I do not know, but I think that is a good thing to check. Yeah. I feel like I should, but I did not know. But you guys, do people play Animal Crossing? Have you ever played it, Sam?
No, but my youngest is played a lot,
Mm.
and so does my baby sister.
Mm. Are you editing today or writing?
I'm revising.
My hands are so cold. My fingers.
My convention boss, he was just like, "Can I call you?" I'm like, "I'm streaming for another 2 hours, but I can call you after."
Mm-hmm. Potentially ominous message.
Nah, he just wants to talk about setup. Probably tell me how the booth should be set up.
Mm.
Which is good. I always need reminding on the shape of the booth.
Mm.
Because I work different conventions and the setup's different for depending on the convention you work. And my brain fog is always like, how do we set it up for this convention?
Memory.
She does not like me. Ooh, the new print. I've seen that. It looks super interesting. I have to reopen my DoorDash thing so that I can stop.
I texted my friend, I want caffeine. Half an hour ago, I texted her that. She just responded, "Where are you?" And I go, "Home." Like 50% chance she's going, "Let's go to Dunkin'." And I have to go, "I can't. I wanna."
I can't. I have to stream. Sam's already taken over once.
Yeah. Plot twist. I start streaming from my phone, which camera is busted, so it makes it even more special. She drives, and we all go to Dunkin' together. No. But, I wasn't.
They're here. I'll be back.
Wow, that was really fucking quick. I'm thinking about my look of the love interest, or my secondary lead, my male lead. They're both dudes. I'm gonna call referring to him as it's dual perspective. Not the he is a main character. Whatever. The prince. The look of the prince. Artemis. Oh, I don't think Artemis can hear me. You guys see the little ears sticking up? His look, and I wanna like make his hair special. And I was thinking of like adding like white in it because he's like part of this like ordained royal line. But then I was like, that's giving Targaryen, and I don't. We already have dragons. They're a royal line blessed by dragons, or chosen by dragons. Except they didn't do incest. The white hair is just the dominant trait, so it like for the most part, so it goes down through the line. I was gonna have him show up in him. That's coffee. Sam, that's a thing of jelly, not coffee. I think they tricked you.
Look, I like jam on my egg sausage sandwiches. So
Yeah, I can respect that. I was talking
most
about with
most
Jason.
places don't have plum jam, so
I was talking about with Jason, the prince's hair. I wanted to give him some like white or like a fun, like a streak of a special color to like show how part of the line that was like chosen by the dragons to rule. But then I had realized previously when I came up with this that that's like the white hair is a little too Targaryen for me, like Game of Thrones. But it's still like white hair is cool, like streaks of white. But now I'm thinking I might do something else. Maybe I make his eyes special. I don't know. Or nothing special in his appearance. But I wanted a very like kind of in your face marker of this to make his dad's inferiority complex even stronger. His dad's a little bitch. Okay. Anyways.
The sandwich looks super tasty, but I think they added sugar to the coffee when it was cold.
Oh.
So, you're fine. I'll live.
I kind of want something in my stomach, but I don't know if I have any snackable foods. So, I will be talking as I walk around. Oh, I think I have pretzels.
Ooh, pretzels are good.
Oh, yeah, I have a giant thing of pretzels.
Yeah.
And when I said giant thing of pretzels, I mean giant thing of pretzels.
Giant thing of pretzels.
Ta-da!
Artemis is eyeing my bread. She's like, Mom. I'm like, no.
Artemis took over for you. Her ears were poking out when you were gone.
Oh, is she? She's so good.
Mm-hmm. All right, JC said something. We're just like both eating now. JC discovered this game called Township where they get to build their own town and plant crops, and it's so much more fun than I expected it to be. Now I have a problem. I swear. What is it on?
Yeah, is it phone, Switch, PC?
Mm-hmm.
There's other systems, but I don't count them sometimes.
PS3.
PS5. We're up to the 5.
Well, my brother had a PS3 when we were little. That's what
and Xbox One. Right? We don't have another one after 1, do we?
Oh, PlayStation. I was like, what is the term for just like all of the PS's? PlayStation. Xbox.
PlayStation.
Wii's aren't a thing anymore, sadly.
No, that's the Switch now. On your Kindle. Did not expect that one. Makes sense though.
I've played games on Kindles. They're fun.
Well, because they're like at this point they're just tablets that also have like the reading as a big feature.
When I was smaller, I had a Kindle Fire, and it was like my mom's old one, and it always made me feel so fancy every time I would use it. What is chat working on? If you guys are working on stuff.
Well, RP got the temperature override device for the new cooler at the farm set up.
Ooh. Sam living vicariously through RP's farm adventures.
I am. I'm going to be digitally living them. Sort of. I don't think. No, but in Stardew you do have to buy a heater so your animals don't freeze in the winter.
That was a concern.
They don't die or anything. It just makes them.
Are animals gonna die?
No, they just. First of all, the heater is super cheap. So if you don't buy a heater for your animals, what kind of cruel digital farmer are you? Secondly, no, it just makes them grumpy and they like you less. They're just like, oh yeah, you motherfucker, warm and toasty in your farmhouse while I am here freezing. I think you also can't harvest milk or eggs from them because they're pissed at you.
Or invite them into the farmhouse like the olden days. We're supposed to be sprinting again.
Here we go.
See you on the other side. Hello, and welcome back. This is the end of that sprint. Not of the stream. I may be slightly sleepy or have a burgeoning migraine. I think it might be up too. I'm like, why can't I focus? Why am I in pain? Oh, wait. I also found a plot hole in my novel or my movie. Not a plot hole, just a scene doesn't make sense. They're in a pixie village, and there's a dancing scene where everyone's dancing, like swept away in the magic. They can't dance with pixies. Pixies are this big.
Pixies can shapeshift.
I know, but in this they can't because I have too many shapeshifters. Or not that they can't, they just aren't.
I was about to say, like, I think it's the thing that all Fae can shapeshift, or at least cast illusory magic strong enough that it appears they shapeshift.
Yeah. So instead, I'm doing a. My phone is blowing up. Oh, it's Rowan. A version of the scene where I'm cutting the pixie village, and instead I'm just do a lone pixie slash puka. Ah, Rowan's showing up soon, in case anyone was wondering. In chat. And I have. So the child's gonna roll up, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck! The child followed us from the palace. Child, you shouldn't have done that." Sean's gonna be like, "You can't yell in my life," except not annoying like that. And they're gonna like bunk down for the night or whatever, and they're like, "Okay, we'll send the kid back or whatever." And then I'm gonna have Rowan's gonna wake up, I think, in the night, or she's gonna go for firewood. Although I think I might just have her wake up in the night, look over, and
Artie, you good?
the child's not gonna be, or she's gonna look. It's going to seem like the child is not in his bed or his sleeping roll or whatever. And she's gonna be like, "Ah, shit, the kid wandered off." And then she's gonna look around and see like him disappearing into the woods, and she's gonna be like, "Sean," and follow after him. And I'm gonna have a shot of where she steps into a fairy ring, where typically I think those are supposed to transport you into the Fey world. So they're already in the Fey realm. So I'm gonna do it. Just fucks with you mentally. It makes you a pawn to all of the Fae's games. Like you
Hi.
have resistance.
You now roll disadvantage twice.
Yeah, literally though. Like you done fucked up. You were not looking around. So it's gonna Rowan's gonna like wander into that.
I would adjust the camera, but then I gotta adjust it again.
And then she's gonna be wandering around and like keep seeing like glimpses of Sean. She's gonna realize that something is going wrong. And then she's gonna see him like run forward and then like
read you
do the trip and fall scene I still want to have in there. And have Morgan catch her by the waist. Oh yes, we have yet another person, my father, going, "You named a character Morgan? She's gonna be evil." And I'm like, Papa.
What are you doing? Are
Um,
you bugging Artemis?
is this Balder or Riju?
No, it's Riju. I just every now and then I hear Artemis very irritably go around, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? Riju's trying to smell it.
And so do the whole hand catchy waist thing. And then Morgan's basically going to escort Rowan out of this, basically the fairy ring, and back into reality, the Fey realm. And it's going to have been like a day later. Like Rowan just disappeared for a day.
Are you the one tormenting Riju?
Damn, Sam doesn't care about my story, does she?
I care. I'm trying to settle a dispute between my fur children.
I have fur.
What?
Yeah. I forgot to say how did people do that sprint? But that's what I was doing when my head was like buried in my arms.
Artemis and Riju were like at a standstill in a walkway where like Artemis was bitching at Riju to move, but if Riju moved toward her, she was like, "Come at me, dog." And yeah, it was. I had to like.
Good job. So anyways, that's what I think I'm gonna do. My dad's reading through the outline right now, and he's giving me feedback, and I'm like, cuts right to the like, I think this scene's kind of iffy, but like I'll figure it out later. And he's like, he's reading through the outline. He's like, I think this scene's kind of iffy, and I'm like, no, you pointed to it.
You noticed.
Like flushing a wound with alcohol. That's my father reading through my outline. So he's like, yeah, you should probably change Morgan's name. Like, he doesn't know anything about the script, mind you. He's like, I don't trust her. I think she's a spy of the Dark Queen, or big plot twist, she is the Dark Queen, and she's just so much like more powerful than everyone else that they can't sense her power levels. And I'm like, so, about that.
Keep her name, because it's a twist of it. It's
a
subversion too. It's a subversion.
I know, but like,
well, it's really not a subversion if you like.
Once I write it, I'll decide whether to change the name, how obvious it ends up being that she's.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. It's a subversion if you play into the whole light is evil and dark, or no, light is good and dark is evil. It's not a subversion if you actually understand that both courts are equally shitty.
Yeah, that's the end message of the film. Yeah. Let's just go with the like natural cycle of things and don't disrupt it. Like lean into the whole like chaotic neutralness of Fae, or true neutralness of Fae. All varying neutrals. We have some neutral goods, but most of them are the other types.
Well, I did 3 whole pages. Got to a part that like I consider a little shaky, which because my anxiety and my PMD is everywhere. I'm like, ugh. But then like I kept reading it and I'm like, no, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Trust in the process. So it's fine. What are you doing?
I watched a TikTok video yesterday of this like magician, and he was so good.
Mimi did 470 words to chapter 5.
Yeah. Awesome.
That is it's her very first taste of hell. Is it spicy or is it cold?
Mimi, I was telling my friend Kristen about your book, and she said it sounds like right up her alley. She likes horror with like the romancy and stuff. So, oh yeah. Oh, my grandmother sent me a letter a few weeks ago. Sam already knows this. On WIP Wednesday, I talked about how my grandmother, or how my great uncle like sent me a letter or sent me an email thinking I was like a new relative, and I'm not, because I've been here for a little while. And mentions offhandedly that my grandmother, I think he said, is a horror writer. She's not a horror writer. She's a mystery writer. And I got a letter in the mail yesterday. Saying like, checking up on me, like just like a normal, like a letter, and then a PS being like, I saw your WIP Wednesday, and I'm like, is my grandma one of the lurkers? Hi, grandma. If she is, totally welcome here. And I did start panicking because I don't remember what I said. And
I can only imagine what she thinks of depending on which WIP Wednesday.
She goes, by the way, it's not a horror. It is she didn't say it was a mystery, but I do know it is a mystery. This is her book, Worse Than Death.
And it's PG-13.
And it's PG-13, not spicy. So I think I'm gonna check it out. We have like copies at our house, so I might do that. Grab that when I go home for April break, and pick that up. So if people are into mystery, murder mystery, PG-13 novel written by my grandmother about a writer, I think it follows a writer.
I'm in the murder mystery period. So.
Yeah.
I actually just wrote my recommendation for because I like to pre-write the recommendations for for my library, so I can go ahead and write them like while the book is fresh in mind.
Yeah.
And I just wrote mine for Lockwood and Co., which is a really good young adult murderish mystery series. They're like Ghostbusters, but a little more interesting.
There was a TV series and it got canceled after one season. I think so.
I know.
I'm being really upset with that it got canceled.
Chris and I just started watching the TV series.
Remember my Julian the Phantoms phase? Because I got like slammed with it in like my Snapchat memories the other day of being like, remember when you had this like hyper focus on a children's TV show? And I'm like, yeah.
I love how Snapchat's just like, yeah, your messages and stuff disappear after 24 hours the next year. Hey, you remember when you did this a year ago? And I'm like, you shouldn't.
It only matters. Why do I keep getting like bursts of messages on my phone? But it's fine.
Mimi said, hell is numb from the very first moment she finds the ghost of an old woman who slipped in the shower and died waiting for someone to come.
Oh my God. I don't think I would be able to handle a hell book. Like, not gonna lie.
He doesn't know if she can emotionally get through that. You got through Fox Brothers?
Fox Brothers is interspersed with a lot of stupid and a lot of harmless fun.
How dare you?
It is. Come on.
You tell me that I'm wrong. Look, I don't live by myself, and like my thought was, man, if my shower fall had ended different, like if my shower fall had gone differently.
I live by myself. I think Storm would pick not the lock, but open up the handle and give me CPR. Just by like crawling on me and then doing biscuits on my chest. I think that would simulate CPR. If I spend too much time in the bath, because I love taking long baths and I'll like read.
Oh yeah, cats are like
she'll check on me
real paranoid about that shit. Like,
yeah,
I will not see my cat for a day or
Which
more.
Cat?
And like any of them. Sometimes they just vanish to the upstairs and like we only see each other in passing. But I'll go to like shower and immediately 1 or 4 of them are there to ensure that I don't die.
Mimi, stop being more depressing and talking about old people dying alone. My grandma lives alone. No. She's fine. She's in an old folks.
Yeah, but also, Mimi, what I was saying is I could have very easily seen that happening to me because like part of the reason I slipped was migraine brain fog, and then took me a little bit to get up because I was lightheaded. So I'm all like, there's 2 kinds of readers here. I'm like, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, and like I could probably relate to that on a level. And CV is just like, I don't want to know.
The thing is, that makes perfect sense. It happens often. I don't want it in my. I don't want to read about it. It's the realities of life. Not one of the fun ones, or like the ones that have a twist happy ending. No, the dying in the shower, not the novel. I don't think the demons. The plot of your novel is the reality of life. Hopefully, for most people, at least not for me, in my experience.
You've experienced the afterlife often, have you? I mean, I have, as somebody who incarnates often.
People say that you can't feel pain in dreams. I have lived out so many lives, battles, wars, mostly magical, in dreams. I have been stabbed, punched, broken.
Those are just your previous incarnations. Your training is paying off.
Seriously, though. I had for a couple of weeks when I was in high school, I was really stressed, and I kept having these vivid dreams where I was one of the generals of a fantasy war, and my men were dying. It was, we had a supply shortages, and we had to go through this pass to get reopen this pass because the enemy had cut it off. and we were like, people were starving to death, and then I would wake up and I'd be like 16 again and have to go to school, and I'd be like, but my men are dying. But it was fine.
My men need me. You don't understand.
Seriously though.
Can't go to algebra today.
And then I'd like fall asleep, and then in the dream I would wake up again, and my man would be like, General, you're back. Here's the new issue of this night that I have to deal with.
They've broken through our lines, General.
Literally though. It was a rough couple weeks. In this reality. And that
if
one.
You could mute me because I can no longer see where my mute is.
Okay, will do. All right. Right, and come back later, or stay here.
This is break time. Break 3 of 3?
Yeah. A 3 of 3?
3 of 3.
3 of 3. Oh, 3 of 3. But we still have one sprint and then the outro.
Yeah, the wrap up sprint and then the wrap up thing. Which I'm like, yeah, I'm getting through this. I did I'm on page 20 now. So I've done 6 pages since we started.
Oh.
Well, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
I wrote
7. But at the top ish of page 20, I'm halfway through. Anyway, there's a note that from myself that says, I'm not satisfied with these sentences, but that will be future Sam's issue. So I'm like, I only had 4 pages to go. Why did I do this to myself? But I feel like after I read the sentences, I'm going to agree with past Sam's judgment.
That it's future Sam's problem?
No, that it is now I am future Sam, but I'm going to agree with past Sam that we are not satisfied with these sentences. But past Sam had a chapter to wrap up, so she had other priorities. I may resent her sometimes, but
current CB has gotten to my, I texted you about this, my thinly veiled, not so thinly veiled racism talk, basically. Because they're literally speciesist or whatever.
Prejudice it's a good
umbrella term
for all of them.
Against one of the species of the fae, types of fae, going on the adventure. One of them is towards the other one, but keeps calling the one that's like prejudice, keeps calling the other one by the species name, but the species name is like Yekanak or something like that. Some like hard to pronounce name. So I want to have it where Rowan's like, this might just be an insult in their language. Like, I don't know what that means. And so after, like, yet again, the person uses the species name, just goes up to one of the other people in the party and goes, what does that mean? And the character that's not involved in this spat between two of them goes, it's what Gale is, just like I'm a Selkie and Gwyn's a centaur and you're a human. And Rowan's like, oh, okay, it's a racist centaur now, a bigoted centaur. I got it. And then it's, so the scene, they have this whole thing. So the scene, I'm like, this would definitely, the whole thing, obviously, but it would need to be checked out by someone who's probably POC or has experienced racism. So it's not,
sensitivity reader.
Yeah, but I do not have time for that for this assignment, probably for class, but a real sensitivity reader. But I don't know. I'll see what I do.
Gay cannot. Yeah, that you're saying it right. Sorry, I was trying to look it up real quick.
I don't know if I'm typing it right because I just in my outline I just like copy paste it, but you can. I think Gay Canuck is right. Gay Canuck. Nope. Wait, yeah. It's here. It's different there. Whatever. There's so many different types to spell it. It's Irish. There we go. Gale is my gin reference from Yu Yu Hakusho. A wind spirit, yeah. Kind of wind fairy.
As he should be everybody's reference. You don't make a palm go boom in your face.
I'm kind of thinking, like, would all of the fae have like British, Irish, Welsh accents because that'd be really funny. Because
They
the
should have the
like,
accent of the
American,
origin of their mythos, in my
yeah.
opinion. So yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm using mostly
Dian Kana, according to this one's website. Because
okay.
yeah, according to this website, the etymology, it actually has an N.
Yeah.
Gean dash Kanaxit.
Okay.
Gain Kana.
We'll see.
That's a new one to me.
That's the director's problem. When this gets married.
The actor's problem.
Yeah. CB, how do you pronounce this? I got no fucking clue. Go ask someone who actually speaks this language.
But that's why you hire a linguist who speaks Gaelic. Or like somebody who speaks it natively, but I'm not sure of the percentage of people who do. So I had a friend, I have a friend who he lives in Ireland, and I forget which half of Ireland, but like half of Ireland, it's not uncommon for them to speak Gaelic, but the other half, not a fucking soul does. So I was like, well then.
At one point, my dad wanted like all of us to learn Gaelic, and we did start learning it.
Also, my fear has happened. Earlier, I thought Artemis knocked this tube off of the desk, but she did not. But then, like, I don't know, somehow Riju got a hold of it and she nom-nommed it.
Oh no!
But thankfully, I can still make it like come up.
Did she lick the top bit?
No, she just chewed this part.
Wow.
No, I always put my lipstick all the way down, so she chewed, but no, she didn't.
I am not skilled at the twisty twisties because for my eyebrow pencil, I will frequently forget to twist it down again. I put it on, it goes, and I'm like, oh no.
Ruh-roh.
Shaggy. Ow.
Ruh-roh-raggy.
I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner today.
Oh, neither. JC caught me jamming, which, yes, I frequently jam. The music, it summons my jam.
It flows through your veins.
Except, like, whenever I start working on my Chosen One's novel, it's just gonna have Burn It All Down on repeat.
You're the chosen one, Anakin. You're supposed to
not
join them.
You were the chosen one. No, it's the All That Glitters but Not All That Glitters novel, because Eric, I do not think that Eric would make a good MC.
No, I don't think so either. A fantastic side character, but
he's gonna be like
a minor villain.
He's gonna be like the secondary main character, because my plan is to have the main character blackmail and extort him into helping her.
That's fair.
So, like, his motivation is going to be like, well, even if I don't help you at this point, the Empress is going to think that I helped you, so I'm kind of fucked either way. So, I guess I gotta help you.
I'm either definitely dead or probably dead.
I'll go with
probably. Yeah.
But he's also like, because of this, he's not going to hit on her at all. She's going to be like, you're real flirty when we need something. And he's like, yeah.
I'm mad at you.
Not you, bitch. She's like, that's fair.
My eye has developed Twitch.
I have a playlist for this current WIP. I think at the time you asked, or at the time you noticed, I was jamming to What's Wrong with Being Confident.
What's wrong with being?
What's wrong with being confident? It was either that one or the one that played after it, which was Domino, which is a Jinx
You
song.
remembering that? That's impressive. I am so sleepy. I think I'm gonna take a nap
So good.
after the stream.
I told you, I have amazing musical memory still. The brain fog has not taken that away from me. That's also like, that's how I got through studying for exams and stuff in high school, is I would play music while I studied, and then while I was doing the exam, I would try to remember what song I studied to when I got to like a certain part, and that's how I would remember what I studied. So
Nice.
I remembered that I checked JC's, like that I saw JC's message during those two songs. So
yeah.
I can also share my playlist if anybody wants it. I'm gonna share. I gotta get to. Do you though? No, you do. You're very supportive.
I'm just really tired. I'm like trying to like figure out something to entertain chat for the next 3.5 minutes.
You're good. I'm gonna go fetch my playlist.
I could just dabble randomly.
I really want to start being able to get up in the morning again so I can start to like going to some streams. Like for a while on Wednesdays, I would get up in the morning and then I'd go hang out in the Troublemaker stream while I set up the WIP Wednesday and stuff. But I have felt so shitty this past week because of the PMDD medication readjusting, and I'm just so saddened by this.
Thanks, JC. JC says I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like sitting here yawning.
Did JC tell us what she was working on?
I don't think so.
JC, what are you working on?
Yeah.
Where's my playlist?
You ran away.
There it is.
Probably buried
in tabs. Did. I have so many playlists.
I have quite a few tabs right now.
Where's the share? Oh, it's right next to the dot.
JC is planning out their Q2.
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun,
also very important. Like that's about to start Monday.
I have to sign up for a exam for my CPR class that is completely online, so I have to do all the online learning and then sign up for the exam.
I'm going to remove a song from my playlist because I keep skipping it every time I work on this WIP, and it shouldn't be on the WIP playlist if I skip it while I'm working on it.
I feel like every playlist has that one song you always skip. Not you, I mean like people in general.
Yeah. Well, like if I skip it enough, it gets removed. Oh. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, it'll like. Also, the chance that that song is on a different playlist, and like, because sometimes I'll hear a song and I'll be into it, so I'll add it to a few playlists, and then I'm like, all right, let's see which playlist you survive on.
Did at the beginning get to be added to any playlists?
Not right now. It's too smooth 80s to ramp up my energy, so
I'm like not listening to it on repeat, but nearly listening to on it. It's like my number one most played song right now, which is hilarious. It's just vibey. I saw a bunch of Batman, like Bat Family edits to it, and I was like, oh, I'll check this out.
This is possible for some other songs, but no, I've skipped this one damn near every time for months. It's gotta go.
What song is it?
All for One, which is like I have a bunch of My Hero themed songs from Divide Music.
Yeah.
And I liked that one when like I first heard it and stuff, but I guess it just doesn't vibe with me enough. Endeavor's song is on Thin Ice too.
Endeavor's on Thin fucking Ice.
Endeavor has, well, that's fair, but he has a good song. It's also that it's like I don't dislike these songs. I just need to be able to jam to them. Like if I focus on the song enough to acknowledge the song and skip it, then that is in my perspective a form of distracting.
The song Cabo by Ricky Montgomery, I will like it'll play on my playlist and I'll be like knocked out of whatever I'm doing because it just like has a slightly different like off rhythm to it. It's a good song, I enjoy it, but it just like pulls me out of whatever I'm focusing on. So
We must away now.
we do.
Oh, quiet you. I paused her and then I went to click here and she played.
I didn't even realize it was done. There's someone with a megaphone outside my apartment building, and like, it's just a random fucking person, and they keep hitting the like woo woo part, and I'm like,
You
might
gotta call security or something.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. Well, I'm on page 21 now. I successfully solved the issue of past Sam.
Yay.
I did it well.
I got to like the second half of the scene. Like, there's a first half little like discussion that happens. Now I have to get to the second half. So I got through the first half, which was the hard part, and so I got to the second half, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I am like towards the top of page 21 of 23. We're still at 23. Hopefully we stay at 23, but we may go into 24. Who knows? Either way, I'm almost there. I'm probably going to do some more sprints in the server to try to finish this up today.
I'm gonna take a big ass nap.
That's fair.
AKA probably just like laying in bed and doing nothing other than reading. But with the intention to fall asleep. See, your cat's loving me. And usually when I sit on the couch, my cat loves me. But she doesn't. Earlier in the stream, during one of the sprints, I went and I laid on bed and I just curled up around her, and she was so okay with it. And I'm like, let me do this more.
My cat tends
to realize I'm not hosting well. How did chat do that time?
Yeah, chat, what were you up to? No, stay here.
Mm-hmm. She's so much fun, that Storm.
She is just tiny in general. You know this.
Yeah.
She's so much smaller than all my cats.
I think Storm, like, bone structure wise, would be a small cat if she wasn't not a small cat.
I do need to call my boss in between when we stop streaming and before I go do
server time.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But like I said, I'm sure it's just a pre-check in, make sure everything goes good.
Yeah.
It's Easter weekend, so his company will be at 3 or 4 conventions. We're at Sakura, MTAC, and there's another one. I never remember the name of the third.
I didn't realize it was like Easter weekend because that's just not something on my radar until my like tennis coach for my tennis class was like, "Happy Easter if you celebrate." And I was like, "Huh? It snowed like 2 days ago."
I vaguely, like, I only really keep track of Easter because, one, I normally work Easter weekend, and two, my family celebrates the commercialized family versions of, like, any holiday that's been commercialized.
Yeah, my family does.
But because we celebrate the commercialized versions and it's not like a religious holiday for us, then we're doing Easter next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following one.
Yeah.
So that one, I can be there, and two, my grandparents will be back from Louisiana. So
I have a splinter.
I'm sorry. Like, I was gonna see if my grandma could drop me off and pick me up from the convention because she likes doing that. We get a little time when she does that. But she was like, no, I won't be home till the 1st. And so my grandfather was trying to use me to convince her to, like, come home a day early. She's like, we can't. You have a doctor's appointment. So.
That's cute, though.
Yeah.
It's going to bother me. I think my plans for the weekend is I texted Chris and I was like, do you want to have a picnic and read physical books? Because I have to finish Heaven's Official Blessing. I've had these library books for so long. I have so many keys at the library because it's my back home library and I'm not back home.
You're going to owe the library a tiny fortune.
I know. I checked a couple weeks ago, and that was like a couple weeks into it, and it was only like $2.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. So it's for 2 books. So.
After I finish revising this chapter, I want to finish this book, which I am here. See, wait. This is how much I have done. This is how much I must read. And I'm trying to finish. My goal is to finish it before tomorrow, because it's library weekend this weekend.
Yes.
But worst come to worst, I will just tell Chris to renew my book for me. But I am a marathon reader, so I should be able to.
Okay. How many pages is it?
430-ish, and I'm on page 101.
Okay.
So I've got like 330 pages. But see, the thing is, I don't read quickly. So it will take me at least an hour per 100 pages. But I do, like, once I start reading, I don't have to take breaks except to like pee. So once the children go to bed, I can just sit here
I'm
and
an
read.
obsessive reader. I will damage myself unintentionally if I am sucked into a book, because I will forget everything else that exists.
I do that a little bit. I got real into the webtoon that I shouldn't have started while I was trying to read a physical book.
I got it from my mom. My mom, if she's reading, you can walk through and start talking to her, no reaction.
My mom is the same way.
You could like yell her name, nothing.
An easy way to get stuff from my mom was to ask her when she was reading a book, and then she'd just kind of like giggle and wave her hand and say yes, like just acknowledging your existence. And then like later she'd be like, "Who said you could have that?" And it'd be like, "You did." She was like, "When?" And I'm like, "When you were reading such and such." She was like, "Okay." Then after a while, my father forbid us from asking my mother anything when she was either reading or watching her soaps.
That's fair. That seems like a good limitation to put in place.
Well, I think it's funny that it's my father who banned that, not my mother. My mother was just content to let it keep happening. Because she told my dad, she's like, "Well, I don't know if they realize what they're doing." And my dad was like, "They know exactly what they're doing." We were like, "He's not wrong." But if you want to go ahead and wrap this up early, I could skip the timer. We do that someday.
I feel like we need the 2 more minutes for continuity's sake.
Hold on.
I mean, we did have a few delays during the stream.
No, I skipped forward for those. Don't look at the playback speed.
Wow, is this what the Flash feels like?
No, I can't get it. They don't give me the playback speed that high.
No, they don't. This would be kind of a shitty superpower. You can move slightly quicker. Actually, you know what?
Superpower is a superpower. Double speed, I'll take it.
Double super.
I'm halfway through another Ice Planet Barbarian book, by the way.
Oh no, one of my nails fell off. By fell off, I mean it was slightly loose, and so I popped.
Understandably so.
Oh, is this part of my nail that's flaking? Yeah, it is. Oopsies. I really wanted it to be glue, but it's fine.
All right. Say good night. Goodbye. Good afternoon to the people.
I'm going to bed. 99.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Whatever.
Do it then.
Watching and have fun writing was my outro. I actually did stuff.
Monday is another write-in. I think CB's there. I don't know. She's on the channel like 3 or 4 times next month. And then
I think I am.
WIP Wednesday will be on my channel next week.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all then. Bye.
Bye-bye.